Hello, this is Jason from DastardlyBanana Productions, and I'm here to walk you through some of the features of our Weapon Upgrades and Store package, which is available through ActiveDen. And this package is basically two systems. It's an upgrade system for modifying weapons in-game, so this is something that the player can use while they're playing. And then the other system is a store system, which allows you to manage weapons and upgrades easily, also in-game. So if I just play for a second here, you can see I only have one weapon equipped in my first slot, but if I go into the store here, I can buy weapons. I'll buy this assault rifle and equip them to my slots. And now if I exit, I have my assault rifle there, and it's basically as simple as that for basic weapons. And this interface isn't necessarily the prettiest because this is just the default. We haven't put any textures on here, so this is sort of showing the basic layout, and if you have the textures, then you can easily put them in and completely change the look of this to suit your own game. So probably the best feature of the store aspect of this package is how easy it is to use. There's basically two things you need to do. One is put a prefab called the store controller, which you can find in the folder DB Upgrades Store under Store, and then just drag it into the scene. And you can just leave it at that. To begin with, you can change the balance if you want, you can change the weapon classes, which are the different types of weapons, but as long as that prefab's in the scene, the store will work. And I'm not going to get into all the details about changing everything, because that's included in the documentation if you buy the package. But basically I can change how to manage the weapons. And then the second part is to put the weapon info script on the weapons, and if I just put this script on here, put the information I want on the weapon, then when I play, the store will automatically find that information for me and tabulate it and put it into the interface. So it's very convenient. You know, weapon info is already on the weapon prefabs, and you might even have it set up for that. So if you just put the store controller in, you know, write what you want the weapons to display, it'll automatically display it properly. So the second aspect of this package is the upgrades. So I guess first what I'll do is I'll just show you a couple examples of upgrades on two weapons, which I just did pretty quickly earlier. So when I inspect a weapon, and if I own it, you can see the buy upgrades section, or buy upgrades and equip upgrades. So I can go here, and there's all sorts of upgrades and for this pistol. So because I gave myself tons of money, I'm going to buy all of them, except this one, which is locked. And so to begin with, here's what the pistol looks like. Here's how it fires. You can see it's a pretty basic pistol. But now, like, I can put on this gold finish, and it changes color. That swapped out the materials on it. I can put this scope on it, which makes it zoom and adds the visual scope. Let's also try the nickel finish. And then, even beyond that, I can add upgrades that change the stats. Like, I want it to be a fully automatic machine pistol, let's say. I just put on the machine pistol upgrade, and it's not working great because of the frame rate from capturing, but you see it's automatic. And then if I go over to the FAL here, I have a lot of upgrades on here. So here's what it looks like to begin with. It's a very basic assault rifle. I can put a sight on it, which makes it zoom in farther. I can make it semi-automatic but more powerful. I can add some camouflage, like this woodland camo. I can add, there's all these camouflages, like the gold, which I guess wouldn't exactly camouflage, but it looks nice. And one upgrade which I actually just made recently is this. Well, first I can show like extended mags, increasing the ammo capacity. If I reload it, it's up to 45. But I also made an upgrade called dual magazine, which basically I figured a lot of people who are making FPSs these days might be inspired in some way by Call of Duty. So this is an example of an upgrade used in Call of Duty, which is basically something that makes your first reload much faster because there's a second magazine attached to yours. So if I fire, reload, quickly flip the magazine around and reload. But the second one, it does the much slower standard reload, so it alternates that every time. And as far as making these upgrades, I'm not going to go into the full detail because, again, you can find that in the documentation for the package, but it's very simple. Basically, every upgrade is a prefab called upgrade, which is just an object with the upgrade script. And the upgrade script, all you need to change is like the description, the type, which basically the type is something that we use to make sure two of the same upgrade or two of the same kind of upgrade aren't active at once, like you don't accidentally have two scopes on your weapon. Description, buy price, sell price, they're all pretty self-explanatory. And then the second part, the more important part of the upgrade, is the upgrade components. And the way the upgrade works is that every individual thing it changes is a component, and you can find these components in the upgrades folder under DB Upgrade Store. Under components, and they're sorted by type, and all you need to do is for any variable you want to change, find it and drag that component on. So you can see here I'm looking at my extended magazines upgrade. If I want to make it do more damage, I just drag damage on here and I type in the multiplier. So now I hit put 2, does twice as much damage. You know, you can see here it says ammo per clip is 45. I can make it 100. The graphics object here, it's turning on a magazine. Value is actually, it's turning off the standard magazine, it turns off a second magazine, and it turns on the extended one. So it's very simple. All you need to do is just take all the parts you want and drag them on. So it can, you know, if you know what you're looking for, then it'll take, you know, a minute or two to pull an upgrade together. So that's basically all there is to the system. It's very easy to use. A lot of it is sort of automated in ways, especially the store, so that you don't need to do too much configuring. You just set up all the important information and the store does the rest for you. And for the upgrades, it can do whatever you want it to. Every upgrade component is just a script, and all it needs to do is be able to apply itself, which means make a change, and remove itself, which is undo whatever change it did. So using that information, if there's a component that's not included, if there's something, it doesn't even need to change the gun. You could change something else in your game, something in the environment. As long as you can apply it and remove it, then it'll work in the upgrade system, and you can tie it into an upgrade, which is why the system is so powerful. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you go buy the package and put it to good use in your game.